Hi, welcome to Upper Sandusky Community Library's Art History Lessons with Lisa. For the next 8 weeks, we will be learning about Pablo Picasso, his life, and his art. We will be working on Activity 1 in your work packet. But remember, if you haven't watched the videos or read the short reading selection, please do that first so that you understand why we're doing this activity. So when you think of Picasso, I bet you think of pictures like this. After reading and watching your videos, you have learned that Picasso went through many stages in his art. This one happens to be the Rose period, and you can notice in these examples of his art that he mostly used reds and pinks in his artwork. So for activity 1, you can use crayons or the colored pencils for this activity. If you have markers, you can also use those. I just provided what I knew that we would have to use. And then if you have any other media that you want to use on this, that's fine. I have picked out the colors that match the colors on the worksheet as best I could. You can see that the red, the orange, violet is mahogany, red violet is magenta, red orange is red orange, and apricot is tan for the pencils. Now the crayons match exactly to the words that are on the worksheet, so you can use the crayons too. I decided to use the crayons because I wanted to blend a little bit, and sometimes I think crayons blend a little bit better than colored pencils, but that's up to you, whichever one you want to use. So now's the fun part. Just go ahead and start coloring. Pick whatever color you want to pick and put it wherever you want to put it. Please don't copy mine. I want this to be your art from your brain and make it your own. I'm just kind of coloring in wherever I feel like it, but this is to kind of show you how sticking to a color palette, how that works. A lot of times when you color, you just use the whole crayon box, but this kind of limits you to what you can use and shows you how that works out. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not so great, but it's just up to you. Art is very personal, but this will kind of restrain you a little bit and show you and teach you a little bit, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now that I'm done with the inside parts, you notice that the background is white, and we really don't want to leave it that way. You usually want to fill in everything with something. Now, I thought about making some diagonal lines and just sectioning it off, and you can do that if you want with your ruler, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just color in the background and kind of shade it into a color, into the next color, into the next color. Now you do whatever you want. If you want to do your background all one color, do it up the side like I'm doing it, but diagonally or whatever. Just come up with something that's your own. Okay? So go ahead and do that. And there we are, just about finished. And there you go. Wipe off your crumbs a little bit if you had a crayon. And I hope you enjoyed this first activity. And I hope you learned a little bit. I'll see you next Friday for activity 2. And remember, you can post your finished activity on Instagram, #USCL Picasso, or bring it into the library and we'll display it here. And remember to watch some more videos and come check out some things at the library because I have lots of books and some movies that you can check out about Pablo. Have a good week. Bye.